fans, Al Weston here for another Bobcat Coach's Corner. Let's talk some baseball with head coach Tom Carty. Thanks for being with us, Coach.
Always good to be here.
All right, I know it's been a little while since we talked to you last. A couple of great things, a little bit of ups and downs, but more ups than downs, and you got yourself in first place in the West Division. You've also clinched a playoff spot for the PBC tournament. Talk to me a little bit about the overall just kind of state of the program. How's everybody feeling about the way things have been going lately?
Well, I know one thing. We're going to be glad to be playing at home for the last 6 games.
Absolutely.
It feels like the last month we've been on a whirlwind tour. So I think that's kind of wore on us a little bit. And then, just trying to play consistent, good baseball. Our last few games, we made some mistakes here and there that we got to clean up for the home stretch and for conference tournament. And if we're going to have a shot at winning the West Division and a shot at maybe winning the Peach Belt regular season, we're going to have to clean those things up. But I think we're really happy to be back home.
Yeah, I know I've talked with you a couple of times, and the way you win championships in this league, you sweep the series at home, you win series on the road, and it's been, for the most part, winning those series on the road these last couple of weeks, not getting the sweeps maybe that you would have wanted, like you said, a couple of things that you need to shore up. What are we looking at? What elements is it? Is it defensively? Is it pitching? What needs the most focus right now?
We really have made some mistakes on the mound that we weren't making the first 20, 25 games. And I don't know if it's the wear and tear of the season. We're trying to put our fingers on it. Our guys are working hard. We watched a lot of video, even last night, just trying to look at our mistakes that we're making and try to let the guys see it as the coaches see it. Sometimes that's, that communication line is sometimes they're not seeing what we're seeing. So hopefully we'll fix that up. We have talented guys on the mound, and they pitched well early in the year, and I think we just hit a little mid-season swoon and being on the road and still trying to find some answers to some areas. You don't like to do that this late in the year, but when a guy stumbles, you're trying to find guys to pick them up, and we're still working on that.
One of the things I think that's great about this particular squad is that you had that great pitching early, and weren't hitting very well, and you were winning ball games that way. Now you hit the middle portion of this season, and the pitching's kind of fading a little bit. The hitting's coming in. If you can get all of those elements working in the right direction, of course, you're going to be poised for another great run here, aren't you?
Well, that's the job. That's the job of the coaches, and we're working hard at it, and the guys are too. They understand it. I never assume our players aren't knowledgeable of what's going on. It's just a matter of trying to help them fix it and fix it together and put those 3 phases completely together so that you can win postseason games. And that is the truth. You go to postseason play, you're probably not going to win with your bats, and you're not going to win having shoddy defense or poor pitching. It's going to be somewhere where everybody's got to play even keel and eliminate the mistakes. Eliminate losing the game of baseball. And it's something we talk a lot about, that you're playing the game. You're not really playing the opponent, and we're just trying to play the game better.
All right, well, a guy who's playing the game pretty well right now is Jeremy Donaldson for you at second base. I mean, that's a guy filling a slot for you that you thought was going to be filled by Daniel Bick, and he goes down with an injury. Was looking great earlier this year, both defensively and at the plate. And, what does it say about, bringing a guy off the bench that's, near the top of your team in home runs and RBI?
Well, Jeremy, he came in. He's an infielder by trade, but he's a third baseman. We experiment with him at the end of the fall, even playing some second base and repped him there, because this was going to be Daniel's opportunity to win the job as a sophomore, and you just don't know, and you got to have some backup plan. Daniel got off to a decent start, and we were really pleased. But when he went down with injury, we looked at even Jake Samlin, and he got mono. Yep. And so Jeremy's given us some stability there. And he brings a lot to the lineup. I mean, he can swing the bat, and he's worked hard at trying to be a better second baseman. And it's definitely good to see a guy step up and have the year he's having. Hopefully, he can continue to finish strong.
Another guy that's playing strong for you right now and stepping up is your DH, Cody Moss. This is the guy that's tearing the cover off the ball. You knew he was a power guy, but did you expect him to be able to hit in the low threes? Like I think he's up to 320
now. When we recruited Cody, I know Coach Mitchum we were high on him in 2010. That's one of the reasons we didn't redshirt him. We wanted to play him He saw limited opportunities on a very good team, but he experienced going to the World Series and learned what the program's about. So he brings some leadership there, and he gets it. He struggled a little bit last year, but we always had confidence. I thought he was going to hit and hit for power. So it's good to see him have a good year, and hopefully he can continue to finish strong for us and have a good summer, because I think there's even more in the tank for Cody Moss.
Yeah, one more year at Cody, and he was, of course, the Peach Belt Player of the Week this week with 12 RBI over the course of a good week for him. Now, talk to me about this upcoming weekend. You know, we only got 2 series left, and it's getting down to crunch time, and it looks like they're 2 of the best historic programs in the Peach Belt Conference, and Columbus this weekend and Armstrong next. We'll focus on Columbus. You know, what do Appleton and the Brunch bring to Milledgeville?
Well, we're no strangers to each other, so we certainly will. I think the energy level, the intensity level of a Columbus Georgia College baseball series is always high. You know, we just hope that you don't get too emotional, that you can play intense baseball, and they'll do the same. They're going to pitch it very well. They run out quality arms and have some depth on the mound. I know they're dealt with some injuries, so they're piecing their lineup together as well. It seems like we're a little bit of mirrored teams, you know, a little bit of mirrored teams where I think offensively they started out better, had some injuries, trying to figure some things out. But they've been pretty consistent on the mound, and you know, we talked earlier about where we've kind of gone, you know, pitched real well early, fell off a little bit, didn't hit as well early. Now we're hitting the ball a little bit better. So it'll be a fun series. It's always fun to play Columbus.
So we'll have them this weekend. Going to be Friday at 6 p.m. for the start, and then a doubleheader Saturday, of course, all the weather permitting, and it looks like we're going to be in good shape for a 1 o'clocker there. Now, I know we got some big things going on this weekend. It's your annual Alumni Weekend, and you're inviting everybody back, but particularly focusing on the 1992 squad, I believe, correct?
Yeah, it's 20 years. You know, 20 years. I don't know if those guys like to hear that. No, no one likes to hear 20-year reunions. But it's also a memorable team because it's the first Peach Belt year. You know, it's the first team that entered the Peach Belt. And there's some, you know, we have a Hall of Famer, Rusty Key, we talked about it, was on that team. And so, you know, we're looking to get those guys back, give them a little recognition for, you know, getting this thing started in the Peach Belt. And, you know, hopefully a lot of people come out and support the team. And, again, it's a great weekend. I mean, there's just nothing like the Columbus series on our schedule, no matter where we are.
Absolutely, and we're always playing tough. You know, I mean, it's always very tight series, no matter where we are in the rankings. Want to make sure that you check that out. We also got another special element for you this weekend. The first time we're doing live video out at John Kurtz Field on Ustream. So check the link there, ustream.tv/GC Bobcats, if you can't make it out to join us. But again, that's going to be Friday at 6 p.m. against Columbus State, and we'll finish off the 3-game set with a doubleheader on Saturday at 1 p.m. Our time here has come to a close. Thanks for being with us, Tom.
Thanks for having me.
All right, for Tom Carty, Al Weston, for the Bobcat Coach's Corner.